Hey everyone, welcome back to another Bigtdog board game video. Today I'm here to talk about Tenka. It's a game from Victory Point Games and designed by Scott Muldoon. Please check out my other gaming videos and subscribe and leave comments. I read every one. But let's get to the unboxing of this and go through how this game plays out. So this is a demo copy I got from a friend of mine that runs a local comic shop, and he wanted me to check this out. And so this is Tenka, again by Victory Point Games. Demo copy only, so this is not the final product. So I don't know exactly what the final product is going to look like, but this is what we've got to work with today. I'm going to say right now the art on this is really nice on the outside, but let's bust it open and see what we got inside. So we have the Victory Point Games cardboard box here, and again this is a demo copy, so I don't think this is final production quality. And inside we've got a bunch of cards. So we've got these purple cards, we've got some red ones here, and I'll go through what each of these are in a moment. Get them sorted out here. Alright, so that's it for cards. We've got a little marker here that marks the phases of the game. And we've got a bunch of player boards. So now this is the main board that you play with. It's got a nice set of rules here. And then these are the player boards. And each player board is a slightly different color, but these things are just gorgeous. The art on this is really spectacular. So the game itself is a straight-up card game where you have this stability track where it tracks the stability of Japan. And as you run through the deck, you go down the stability marker. And the stability track here basically tells you how many provinces do you need to control to win the game. And so to win the game at the outset, you need to have 5 provinces. That's fairly difficult to do. I played this game several times with friends, and I have not yet seen anybody win on that first track here where you have 5. But what happens is you've got this nice little dynamic where you've got different sections of your court. Up here you keep your samurai, and this is kind of like your standing army. And over here we have the priests, and the priests give you the ability to draw an extra card during your turn. The samurai help you attack, and finally you have the lords, and the lords give you the ability, if you control the most lords in the game, and this is all about control. Whoever controls the most priests gets the extra card draw ability. Whoever controls the most lords gets to take an extra action. And every turn you're drawing 1 card and taking 1 action, unless you have the priest or the lord. And then for the attack, the samurai represents your knight, your power for battle. And then you start gaining provinces down here that give you some extra card drawing ability. Except you have to, if you have 2 provinces, you're going to draw 3 cards and put 2 back, and those go into the discard pile, which runs through this draw pile quicker. And again, when you go through the draw pile, this marker goes down, and there's a special chaos phase where you do some special things to everyone's court. And this is your court as a player, and then you reshuffle them and put them over here. What I like about this game is the dynamic where you're trying to keep every player in check. Any one player that jumps out ahead in any of these things winds up making himself a target right away, and so it's a very interesting piece of the game. Now, so the one way to win here is with controlling the most provinces, and so at the beginning of your turn, if you control 5 provinces in this phase of the game, you win. Down here at the beginning of your turn, if you control 2 provinces, you win. So you can see where if you have a couple provinces, and then as this thing moves down, people are going to start getting antsy and see that you're going to win. Now there's another win option here, and that's with these regalia cards. And the regalia cards have a little symbol up here, and there's only 3 of them in the entire deck. And this one is worth 2 priests, this one's worth 2 lords, and this one's worth 2 samurai. And so if you have all 3 of those at the beginning of your turn, you win. Also a nice little bonus. Now these purple cards, these are basically the cards that break the rules. These add a lot of flavor to the game. This is where you're going to get your surprise maneuvers, your sneak attack type things, your dirty deals, and basically hose over your opponent. And some of these are just fantastic. The art on all of these is spectacular. Again, this game is really does a good job making you feel like you're in Japan warring it out with your opponents. The cards themselves have a pitch or a place ability, which is kind of an interesting thing where if you pitch a samurai from your court or from your hand into the discard pile, you can boost temporarily the power that you have represented in your court. And then the priest and the lord have other pitch abilities. I'm not going to spoil them here, but they're pretty handy, and as well as the provinces. This game is easy to teach, and in the outset of the game, it's not that aggressive. It seems like you'd want to get to battling right away, and that's really not how this game has gone in the several times I've played it. What I see happening is that people are trying to build up power or gain control in a certain area, and there's this kind of struggle to get power back and forth, but not a lot of aggressive battling. But all of a sudden, it's like a switch gets flipped, and there's this power struggle just instantly turns on, and what you'll see happen is weaker players almost naturally form alliances to attack and go after the stronger player who's about to win or will win on their turn if nobody does anything. And so it's a really interesting dynamic when that happens, and things accelerate and get very exciting very quickly. It almost like war. I mean, it just the stability of Japan devolves quickly when that happens. These spoiler cards, if held and used in the right way, can absolutely be devastating. You don't put all of them into the deck at the beginning of the game. You add more as these things go down. The design of this is really well done. The game mechanics are very smooth. There was a lot of thought into balance on this game. I really, really, really like it. It's a very good theme. The art is great. The balance of power is great. The balance on the cards themselves are good. The balance in this, even in the special deck, is pretty good. This is a really good quality game. I'm looking forward to getting my own copy of this. So how does this fit in a game day? So this is what I would consider a good light to medium strategy game. This is not an all-day epic event. This game really hits the mark in the theme of what you're trying to do, and really hits the mark in figuring out that you're trying to conquer Japan and become the shogun over all your competitors. And so the win mechanics and the win scenarios here definitely leave you feeling that the winner basically dominated the rest of the game, even though there was a big struggle to get to it. And so I really, really like that. It plays out extremely well. It's not long. This takes about an hour and a half if you're teaching new players. And the first couple turns, it seems a little slow and boring, and then it really starts picking up. And then as soon as I say that one guy gains power and everybody realizes, oh, we've got to do something to stop this, the game really picks up after that. I will be taking this to my game table many times in the future. I'm really looking forward to getting a copy of this game. So that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review. If you like Tenka, I encourage you to go out and pick yourself up a copy. Take care. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to subscribe and leave comments. I appreciate them, and I read them all. Thank you very much.